Gamer Gacha. Game on.
Hello everyone and welcome back. Winter Saito here after dealing with the flood that surrounded the city again as well as my house. Man, I can still taste the water as well as feel it in my ears. Also, who was that little girl rowing a boat in my house? And how can such a small girl even row a boat to begin with? That's so weird. Though I'm one to talk with my glitches and all. But either way, let's continue playing the game while also trying to make sure I don't flood the house or the city again. Ice cap zone. Here we go. Surfboarding. When I passed Carnival Night Zone and then started Ice Cap Zone, I was impressed by the surfboarding because that's was considered very new to me and I loved it. And now I'm buried in snow and I'm out. No one's gonna stop me from getting to the goal. But I'll be right back. And I'm back. I got some rings and an electric shield. Lucky, because I'm in the glowing spear stage. In case you haven't noticed, but in order, whenever you pass through the post star, there are three types of colors that appears when you collect certain number of rings. If it's dark red, it means it's the glowing spear stage. If it's light orange, it means it's the slot machine. And when it's whitish, it means you're going to go through the gumball machine. Maybe I should have explained this when I was beginning to play this game in the first part. But oh well, now that I explained to you, I hope you remember that. Because when I played this game, I did had a bit of a confusion as to what the colors meant, but now I understood. Okay, so this ice cap zone, it kind of reminds me of labyrinth zone a little bit because of the slides. Because in labyrinth zone, you had to reach a certain area in order to continue moving on ahead. Because there was a loop slide everywhere I go. So yeah, this slides that are appearing right now, it kind of reminds me of the labyrinth zone. It's a good thing there are no water here. Otherwise, I would have to suffer a lot. Alright, let's go. Now let me explain to you about Ice Cap Zone. What I can say is that it's a place filled with ice, crystals, and lots of bridges. You have no idea. And it's very, very cold. But hey, I don't really mind the cold. In fact, I love it. Just, it can get, when it gets serious, I have to wear a lot to cover myself up. It's a good thing I'm Winter Saito right now, otherwise I would be freezing to death. By the way, I may have already said this in the first part, but now I don't do any pauses in between. I use quick change magic to change my clothes, costumes every time. Now here we are dealing with the next boss. This boss is called the Big Ice Dust. It kind of reminds me of the boss from the Metropolis zone in Sonic the Hedgehog 2. It summons 7 ice blocks around it for protection and begins flying in a U-shape across the screen once or twice. And it's done! I really do get a lot of ring bonuses. I wonder if others attempted this sort of thing as well. I mean, there have been speedruns, but not that. Oh, by the way, when you deal with these spike type enemies, the only way to kill them is if you either use Supersonic, which he is invincible, or you try to use Twin Dash, a Twin Spin. The Twin Spin can only activate when you press the jump button double times. But you have to press it at the exact same time when you come across the spiked enemy, so you can defeat it without getting yourself hit from the spikes of that enemy. Oh, I forgot this one has water. But at least I don't have to interact with it because I'm going up instead of down. So yeah, what I can say about this zone is that not bad. I don't like the water, but I don't have to interact with it. And it's not too bad of a stage. Here I don't have to get too much into trouble, and you can just go on and about. I mean, there are some obstacles that covers this place, but you can deal with it. It's not that big of a deal. Of course, for newcomers, it can be a big deal. One up again. There's something up there. Let me try if I can get up there. Now, let's see if I can try this. If I remember correctly, there's a big ring up there. And go! Because I'm moving too fast, it's hard to get a grip on the balance. But yeah, big ring acquired! A giant ring! Why do I keep saying big ring when it's giant? But yeah, that's how it is. Now we're dealing with the next boss. This boss is called the Egg Froster, which spews chilling ice flames in a few different directions. One in the front of the Eggmobile, one opposite direction, and the other on the underside of it. And I want to explain more, but I finished it again. Ah, jeez. I'm too fast. Alright then, quick change! Launch base zone. And this place feels perfect for an engineer like me. Twin dash again, twin spin. Keep forgetting that part. And if you can see in the background, you can see that there's the death egg. Well, I have to deal with the death egg again, that's for sure. Let's see, the launch base zone, being the launch site of the death egg, features many defenses designed to keep out intruders. You can say that again. The surface of the zone is primarily yellow bricks. There are also many pipes that seem to be used for transporting water, as some parts involve the player using the water flow to speed through the pipes. The zone is in fact in a lake. In fact, the facility seems to heavily depend on the water tubes to provide energy. Yeah, so remember when I said before that there's another stage where I have to deal with water? This happens to be that stage. And I got myself damaged and now I lost all of my rings. I wonder if I can come across the star post while having a certain amount of rings. This place, when I was playing as a kid, was a little bit difficult for me actually. As for why? Because there were many dividing paths in this place. Getting through it was a little bit difficult for me. Like that switch, it's hard to find out which switch do I have to activate and which I have to close. Good thing I got 50 rings. Now I can transform into Supersonic. But I don't have much rings anymore. Oh, Tails got trapped. Sorry, Tails. But yeah, I need to come across the star post if I want to recover my rings. Not to mention, this place doesn't have that many rings, but when it does, it's a good thing. But because of the defenses this place has, it's a little bit difficult to find the rings or avoid the enemies to avoid getting hit. And it's a good thing I have Supersonic, otherwise I wouldn't be able to jump that high. Now that I think about it, I might have forgot to mention, but when you're Supersonic, you have increased speed, increased jumping ability, and well, you're invincible most of the time. But why am I flubbing my lines? What I'm saying is that not just Supersonic is the only transformation this game can provide. There's actually another transformation, but I will tell you all about it once launch base zone has been completed. But for right now, I need to deal with this stage as much as possible. And I'm back with 124 rings since I was in the slot machine. Could have been better if I just got the gumball machine or the glowing spear one. I especially like the glowing spear one because it always gives me what I want. Oh, let me try that again. Okay, I'm back. And Knuckles is here. I'm getting out of here. Wow, I can't believe some of the platforms are still there. Be right back. And I got 211 rings with a flame shield, baby. Haha. Now we're dealing with Twin Hammer. The Twin Hammer is the sub-boss of Act 1, the circular robot with two spiked arms homes in on the player while swinging its spiky arms. It is best to hit it when the arms are retracted, although it will retreat once it gets hit to prevent being hit in a consecutive amounts. Well, and I'm done with that as well. Okay, here I go, and here we have to deal with water as well. Oh, I'm not a diver, I'm an engineer. Why the water? Why? At this point, I think it's getting old that I keep complaining about water when I have to deal with it eventually later on. Be right back. Alright, I'm back with 156 rings. Gotta go fast. Maybe I shouldn't have destroyed that switch. So, well, the shields that are provided in Sonic the Hedgehog 3 are very useful, but alternating between them can be a little bit confusing. You should either use the flame shield to avoid the flames, or you should use the water shield when you want to go underwater. For me personally, I think I like the water shield better, because along with its help you can go underwater without having to face too much trouble, as well as being able to breathe underwater. It can also be very bouncy as well. So yeah, I like the water shield, but I also have to say I like the electric shield, because since it can help me attract the rings like a magnet and get me the rings that I need, that I keep passing through every single time. But yeah, like I said, and there's also the flame shield. The flame shield can give you a boost in speed and can help you avoid flames that appear all the time. But if I have to choose out between the three, like I said, I would like the water shield because, well, you know what I'm dealing with right now, and I have to deal with water continuously. So yeah, I like the water shield better, as I don't have to deal with water every single time. Something tells me that place can only be opened by Knuckles. Oh, I think I'm close. I'll be right back. And I'm back with 344 rings and a flame shield. And here we are dealing with the Egg Cannon. It's the only boss that is fought by Sonic or Tails. The first boss of Act 2 consists of Eggman sitting in a normally unreachable part that he is seen running up and jumping into, where he controls a mechanism that shoots giant bowling ball like projectiles, one from a hatch next to the floor of the arena, the other from directly above it. Seriously, Tails, you shouldn't have done that. And Knuckles is here too. Come on, Knuckles, can't you see that he's doing something evil? Well, whatever the case. Thanks for making it hard for Knuckles to balance, Eggman. But either way, let's continue. I have to stop him from launching the Death Egg. Oh yeah, I guess now that I finished fighting Egg Cannon, there's another boss that is coming a little bit now. I'm surprised there's even a platform here to begin with. Alright, here's the next boss. Egg Rocket. Eggman will rise and lower from the right and left side of the platform inside his rocket, which consists of 3 segments. First segment holds Eggman with a small spiky ball orbiting around him on defense. Second and third will rotate and shoot beams at the player. And I'm done. Once again. Man, Supersonic makes short work of these bosses. No matter what I do. But when in Sonic the Hedgehog 3, there is the ending here actually, and Sonic does a victory pose with or without Chaos Emeralds. But in this case, well, I'm gonna continue on to the Sonic and Knuckles series now. So with this, quick change. Alright, Mushroom Hill Zone. The first stage of Sonic and Knuckles. And Knuckles is actually alive. I wonder how was he able to pass through Launch Pad Zone all the way to Mushroom Hill Zone though. Here we go! The Hidden Palace Zone. And all my Chaos Emeralds are going to become Super Emeralds, baby! Oh yeah, let's go to the first one. And here we go with another set of special stages. Well, that being the case, maybe now I can finally explain to you about the Super Emeralds. With it being the next type of special stages. The Super Emeralds are larger enhanced versions of the Chaos Emerald. When the player first enters the giant ring in Mushroom Hill Zone like you saw, they teleport to Hidden Palace Zone where the Chaos Emeralds are taken and transformed into large grey dull emeralds, each almost the size of the Master Emerald itself, sharing the same pride. Thus beginning the Super Emerald Quest. The player can step on one of the grey emeralds to commence a special stage for a chance to convert it into a Super Emerald. If the player does not have all of the Chaos Emeralds prior to reaching Mushroom Hill Zone, the acquired Chaos Emeralds will still become grey Super Emeralds, and the player is given the opportunity to convert one of those Chaos Emeralds into a Super Emerald. However, the player will not be allowed to return to Hidden Palace Zone via the giant rings until they finish collecting the remaining Chaos Emeralds in the Sonic the Hedgehog 3 zones. I learned that the hard way. If the player has not collected a single Chaos Emerald by Mushroom Hill Zone, or has converted all of their Chaos Emeralds to Super Emerald but have less than 7, and goes to Hidden Palace Zone via the first giant, the player must exit the area by jumping on the teleporter in the bottom central part of the room, directly below the Master Emerald. So yeah, that being the case, I had to go through a lot of routes in order to understand what this game had to offer. Between the Super Emeralds with the super ending, then the normal Chaos Emeralds with the bad ending, and the true ending you get when you collect all the Super Emeralds and the Chaos Emeralds as well. Now, like I said, means I really don't know where the last of the 6 blue spheres are. Oh, there they are. Wait a second. If there are 6, then that means I'm not gonna... Yep, I lost the perfect. It can't be helped. Got a Super Emerald, my first Super Emeralds of the game. Pretty. Alright, here we go, Mushroom Hill Zone. By the way, I want to mention the fact, but in Mushroom Hill Zone, there are more than 7 giant rings. So I'll be going through all of them in this single part. So look forward to it. I'm going to go to every single giant ring and every single special stages and getting every single Super Emeralds in this particular zone. I mean, I can do it in the other zones as well, but I'd rather do it in one filling than deal with the others in all the other times. But thanks to the Chaos Emeralds converting into Super Emeralds, I can't go Supersonic anymore. So I have to now find all the giant rings again. By the way, the giant ring looks like a rainbow this time because it's entry to the what's the word? The Hidden Palace Zone. Now, if I remember correctly, I think there was one somewhere in this area. I think down here. Yeah, here it is. Alright, came back here again. Time to go to the next one. Let's begin. Second Super Emerald special stage. By the way, in case you already know about this, but the special stages that are in the Sonic the Hedgehog 3 and Knuckles are actually combined as well. Just like all the zones of Sonic the Hedgehog 3 and Sonic Knuckles are combined into a single cartridge, the same goes for the special stages as well. Just like you are seeing right now. These stages that I'm going through were from Sonic and Knuckles series. While the first 7 stages I was going through was from the Sonic the Hedgehog 3 stages. I mean, that could be the case. My memory is a bit, muddled up by how much information I have to grasp, but that has to be the case since I was playing this game a lot of times. Or, I mean, it was in the past, so it was a long time ago. Perfect again! I missed one, but oh well. And I got the second Super Emerald! Yay! Alright, as I said before, there are more than 7 giant rings in this particular zone. So I'll be covering up every single one of them. Now that I have found 2, the next one should be around here somewhere. Down here I think. Yeah, there it is, there it is. And here we go, again. Let's go for the third one. Third special stage, here we go! While I'm going through the special stage, I should explain about the new form that will be coming up later on. The first one being Hypersonic. Hypersonic is the enhanced version of Supersonic while retaining all of Supersonic's traits, including increasing running speed, high jumping ability, the ability to smash through patterned walls except for those that are intended only for Knuckles to break through, as I said before, and invulnerability to enemy attacks and obstacles. Hypersonic movements have been increased further. He has the ability to breathe underwater, and he gains a new ability called the Hyper Flash, which serves as a mid-air dash towards any direction and can also destroy all on-screen enemies at once. And I am so looking forward to that. Alright, third Super Emerald acquired, and I have to say the first one kinda reminds me of Blueberry. I'm in the mood for some Blueberry. Oh well, now for the fourth one, I think it's right over here. Got the jump right, gotta get up, and here I go to the next one. Man, I am good. Fourth special stage, here we go. Alright, so let's see what else I can explain to you. Oh yeah, it's just like Sonic the Hedgehog 2, and I don't think I have explained it, but there's a two-player competition game as well. The competition, the versus type. The competition zones consist of Azure Lake, Balloon Park, Chrome Gadget, Desert Palace, and Endless Mines. Apparently, it's a two versus game, so to play this game, I would have to play with another person, and the only person I could think of would be my sister. And knowing my sister, it would be like she lost the game because every time she plays with me, she loses every single time. So, I mean, I want to play the competition zone, but with her playing, yeah, I don't think there won't be any sort of entertainment. It's at times like these I really wish I had an expert by my side to play with me, because it's boring playing with someone who's a complete novice. And okay, maybe I should just stop talking. I don't want to diss her any more than I already am. But with this fourth Super Emerald acquired, which looks like the Master Emerald. Alright, fourth Chaos Emerald acquired. Time to go get the fifth one. I should have seen that coming. Well, it doesn't matter. It's not like the rings will help anyway because I don't have a super form. Okay, I think I'm going to fight the next boss now. And the next boss is called Hey-Ho! I have seriously no idea why they named this boss Hey-Ho. But yeah, that's the name of this boss. It actually just throws logs at players and damages them. So yeah, that's how it is. Knuckles. Oh no. Where did you get the turbines? Oh, who am I kidding? It must be Eggman. Okay, time to get the fifth giant ring. Yeah, I think it's the fifth one. Wait, let's see. First, let's go up here. Go a certain length. Yes! Found ya! Fifth one, start. It's like whenever you go into these special stages, it's like we're going into the core of the emerald. Like, is the core of the emerald made of blue spears, red spears, and yellow jumping spears? I mean, is this what the inside of a Chaos Emerald looks like? Because this is really confusing. Well, I mean, this is fictional. Everything is fictional at this point, so it's not like anything makes sense at this point. And who am I kidding with my life? Everything I done up until now makes no sense either way as well. Cause every time I cause a glitch, how does this happen? Why is this happening? Who am I kidding? I call this game fictional, but my life, there's no logic behind it either with all these glitches that happen because of me. And sometimes something that my sister does with her potions, but I think mine has more impact on the world than my sister's potions actually. But either way, I guess with this I finally got the perfect again. I missed 2 perfects, but hey, at least I tried. Fifth acquired. Alright, another giant ring captured. Time to find the next one, or the 6th one actually. Now, where is the sixth one, if I remember correctly? By the way, in case you're wondering, the changes in this season is because of the weather manipulation machine that Robotnik has created. Well, I'm gonna stop him either way to change the weather back to normal. But first, I want to get the Chaos Emerald, or the Super Emerald. So with that being said, time for the sixth one. Right, I forgot, and I did told you this before, but the more stages I go through, special stages, the more harder it gets. Which reminds me, I think in the first part I've been talking about many things regarding the zones, the story. I even talked about Michael Jackson as well. I don't know how some of you feel when I told you about the scandal that happened for Michael Jackson. Or maybe most of you people already know what happened to him when he was involved in the making of the soundtrack for Sonic the Hedgehog 3. Well, either way, I think for fans of Michael Jackson, it's up for them to decide. What am I doing? Well, this is confusing. Now I'm lost. Gotta get a perfect in this one. Okay, come on. Good thing I left the others over there. Otherwise, I wouldn't have been able to get a perfect. Alright, perfect acquired. Time to get the last of the spears, and I'm done. And the sixth one acquired. Okay, looks like I'm done with that one. Now time to get the last one. I already know where the last one is, depending on my knowledge of my past gaming experience. So it will be easy this time. I mean, I think this last one, and I think there's one more, but I don't need to worry about that. Sorry chicken, but I am not getting blown away this time. Unlike the 100th time I did back when I was gaming. Okay, come on. I think it was somewhere around here. Yes! Oh yeah, time to go to the last one. Final special stage. Here we go. While I'm playing the game, I should explain that the Sonic the Hedgehog 3 and Knuckles also has mods as well. Like, I think you already heard about it, but it's called the Sonic 3 Air Mods. AIR, Air Mods. The Air Mod has so many improvements to camera, to controls, to the sprites, the artwork, everything. And they're still working on it. Some of the Sonic 3 Air Mods includes the Mega Mix. They're also one in the Sonic Mania as well. And you have no idea how long they have been working on and how they are going to continue on doing so. It's impressive actually. Very impressive. Well, I didn't get a perfect, but hey, at least I tried. So yeah, Sonic 3 Air Mods, there are tons of them. Well, I missed that, but oh well. With this, final acquired! Sonic got all super emeralds. And also all of the continues as well. But I really have no need for those. Oh yeah, Sonic can be Hypersonic! Now I should show it off right now. Oh yes, Hypersonic, the enhanced version of Supersonic. Increased speed and a hyper flash along with it. Now no one can stop me. There's also one more here, but I didn't really need to worry about it. Well, this is wasting my time. But let's move. There's the weather manipulation machine. And there's Eggman. I would like to point out what this boss is, but I know for a fact I'm going to defeat it before I explain about it. And I'm done already. By the way, the name of this particular boss was the Egg Rocket. I mean the Egg Scrambler. But I'm done. And there's the fleet. Alright then, here we go. Quick change. Flying battery zone. And it's perfect for a pilot like me. Here we go. I mean, this is more like the inside of the flying battery zone, so I think an engineer would have worked better. But hey, since we're flying high up in the sky, I think a pilot would have worked better. Okay, the flying battery zone is a massive airship that is heavily fortified with traps. The local platforms are made of light grey metal with darker scar-like spots on them and are covered in orange metal. There are also dark purple walls with lavender lines covering various sections of the blimp. Outside, a clean light blue sky with large clouds within it is shown. I have to say, I actually like a flying battery zone. Well, not because it has pitfalls, that can be a little bit problematic, but I meant the music. I love the music. It's so catchy and retro. It's also very electric too. So yeah, I like the stage, but I love the music of it. It's very catchy. As I said before, it is heavily fortified with traps, but with it being traps, there are also a lot of enemies as well. Like this capsule that has enemies stored inside it. There were also other capsules as well in the area I was going through, but I couldn't show you that because I'm in a hurry actually. So yeah, it can be helped. There are also landmines here, so I'll have to be careful about that. Seriously, Tails, you should be careful. Well, it's not like I'm controlling Tails to begin with, so the computer is not very being smart about it. I wonder if I had the electric shield, I would be attracted as well. No, actually, I played this game thousands of times, and it never happened that way. There are two separate paths you can take here, but I got a little careless and didn't take the other path. Oh well, it's not a big deal for me. The flying battery zone actually left quite an impact for the Sonic community as well, that they were able to reinstall this particular stage again in Sonic Mania as well. I will play Sonic Mania in the future, just not yet. Right now I am covering what I can at the moment. Maybe I really should get an electric shield for this. I mean, in this particular stage, the electric shield and the flame shield have, well, more usage here, but In my case, I think I would have liked the electric shield, considering how many, well, there are gaps here, and I have to reach higher places. Okay, let's try this again. Whew, that was a close call. What is that supposed to look like? A giant cell? I mean, it looks like a giant cell to me. Okay, to get to this, to get to the next area, you have to let the missiles hit the area. I'm surprised Robotnik is that stupid to not even realize that using those missiles on top of his own fleet will result in damages. I'm surprised this place is even that well put without the missiles having any impact on it. Impressive, but not so impressive at the same time. Okay, time to keep moving. Oh, I think I'm at the next boss. Here it is. And here's the next boss. This boss is called Capsule. Capsule, not Capsule. Is a robot that resembles a normal capsule. The player cannot directly damage the capsule and can only do so by having the capsule attack itself with its two large spiky arms. The player needs to stand on the switch on top of its head and wait for it to rear back and swing one of its maces at them, indicated by when its eyes flash to indicate it has locked on to them. Then they need to get off the capsule and jump to the side in order for the machine to damage itself in the process when it brings the mace down on the plunger. Well, all I can say is that the capsule was very, very stupid. I don't even understand why Eggman even made that to begin with. Well, let's continue. Speed up! In this particular area was where I got crushed a lot, or this actor. Yeah, I got crushed a lot. Since I did said this before, if there weren't obstacles, I would have gone fast, but there were obstacles and there were also pitfalls in here as well that made me anxious. If anything, I did not enjoy getting crushed at all. I lost a lot of lives that day. It was hard to find timing as well to pass through these as well. Sorry, you can't hit me. Oh, but they can. Ah, wrong way. Okay, let's wait. Yes! I knew it. I knew there was an alternate path here as well. I just had to wait a little. Gotta go fast! Woohoo! I love going fast. I wish I could go faster than this. I'm so glad I knew about this alternate path. Otherwise, I would have taken the long route. Well, either way, this is still a long route considering I have to go through these stairwells. I think they're like elevators, just a little bit different that you get crushed. Gotta be careful. I am not getting hit by spikes. Not unless I act stupid again. Oh no! See? I knew it. I did act stupid. Okay, gotta move forward. Wonder when I should activate it. Oh! That was a close call. Okay, careful, careful. If I don't be careful, I might lose it. Oh no. Whew. Man, I wanna go fast, but now I'm being very wary. By the way, in case you have already noticed the background, this place is also a fleet that is filled with capsules with hundreds of animals. And here he is. Well, I guess I don't need to activate the super form for this. I just have to wait for it. Now let's see. This boss is called the Laser Prison. It's very similar to the boss of Wing Fortress Zone from Sonic the Hedgehog Zone. Dr. Eggman appears behind a barrier on one side and a barrier on the other side is activated once the player enters the arena. He'll control a laser cannon that moves along the roof that attempts to home in on the player. Every time it attempts to do so, the barrier will close in on one space. There is no special technique required for this boss, as it eventually self-destructs after a few tries. Yeah, I'm aware of that, considering he's very stupid to damage his own fleet. Well, time to continue. Just like Hydrocity Zone, I have gotta run. Well, I can't continue any further upstairs, so I'll have to wait for the platform to appear. And here comes the next boss while activating Hyperform. Egg Hanger. Dr. Eggman appears in a lanky arm machine that has spikes covering both arms. He spends time swinging around and eventually hangs below the floor, inching about with the arms. Looks like a monkey, if anything. If the player jumps over the widget of the machine, Dr. Eggman shoots a blast of fire from the top. The trick is to hit the glass area, the vulnerable part where he takes time to swing up and down around the floor. Like I said, monkey. And I'm done. Once again. And with this, I'll end it off here. Thanks for watching, everyone. Another part cleared, but today was awesome. I got every single Super Emerald in a single zone. How epic is that? As I said before, but when I first played the game as a kid, finding those giant rings was very hard. And I didn't even knew about YouTube back then, so I had to rely on my own knowledge to look for them. But I am so glad all that practice when I was a kid paid off. I just hope when I start playing the Sonic games on the Game Gear, I'll be able to find them because they were impossible to find for me. But either way, be sure to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell for next week's reminder. Until then, I'll see you all in the next video. Take care and see you later. Now then, after seeing Sonic snowboard, I wanna try one myself. But I have to reach home on time once I'm done so I can go shopping with my sister. Well then, let's go!
1 hour later.
Where's that brother of mine? I know he's forgetful, but I can't believe he's making me wait for another hour. Where is that idiot? Wait, what's that sound?